Kita sekarang ada di York, pusat kotanya York, dekat York Westminster. Jalan ke arah benteng. Nah, ini your bag. Your bag itu untuk nyimpan bag. Jadi dia buka jam 9. Jadi besok pagi itu kan harus udah check out jam 10. Kita jam 9 udah di sini aja masukin. Terus kita keliling-keliling sepanjang jalan ini ke sana. Banyak yang bisa dilihat. Ada Mr. Bean. Ini belum buka ya. Tipotnya lucu. Ini ada. Nah, dulu kota York ini di sini batasnya. Ini bentengnya. Dulu ada gate-nya di sini. Now we are starting day trip from York with Bob Holiday. And that's the time.
Famous for its food. Not only is its meat some of the finest quality within the United Kingdom, but the city of York is world renowned for its confectionaries. And in a couple of minutes I'll be telling you about the two famous Josephs that are very well known in the confectionaries world that were born in the city of York. But this morning we're going to be heading northeast out of the city. I'm going to take us up through the suburb of New Earswick, which is where the chocolate factory is that I'll point out to you. The world famous Terry's chocolate orange. Betty's tea rooms, then just opposite Betty's, which is along Parliament Street, where all the restaurants and shops are today, you will see a very fancy restaurant there called Carluccio's. And if you look just above the Carluccio sign, you'll actually see it says Joseph Terry's Sweet Shop. and this is where it all began in the 1800s. This was established here in 1859, and back during its heyday it had a number of different divisions training for war and combat and also peacekeeping missions. However, today at the Queen Elizabeth Barracks we only have 3 divisions remaining. We have ourselves the Medical Brigade here, we also have the local cadets and the King's Division. And the barracks, they were due for closure in 2021 due to government funding cuts. However, because of the ongoing pandemic, it means things here have slightly slowed up and it's now not due for closure until 2025. And once the barracks do close down, then most of those buildings will be made into apartment blocks, and that's then going to cater for the growth in population. But the castle itself, as I say, is not open to the public. And Hopingham, it does have a traditional market day once a week, albeit it's a very small market day. And so most of the locals here, they will actually commute over to Helmsley, which is a larger market town 8 miles away, and this is where they'll get their main weekly groceries. We'll then come into the charming settlement of Nunnington, and Nunnington is very similar to Hutton-le-hole, and it does have a traditional market day here once a week, which is on a Wednesday. And market days here, they still play a vital role for everyday living, especially for the people who live inside the national park, to which the entrance is only a few miles now from our location. I'm glad to tell you that because we are going to a protected area, it means we do not allow any large organisations or companies in. So we will not see any McDonald's or Starbucks out here, and we will not see any Tesco's or Sainsbury's supermarkets. The only ones you may recognise is the local cooperative and also the local Spar. But as their name suggests, they're just offering the bare essentials to the people that live out in this area. So it's a bit like stepping back in time. We still have the traditional butcher and also greengrocer. And many of the people residing in Kirkby Moorside, they will commute down to Pickering, which is a much larger market town, only 7 miles from our location, and here we have a few more industries. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be entering the North Yorkshire Moors National Park. The sign will be down on the left hand side of the bus on a stone wall, and the logo for the national park is of a cross, and the cross is known as Ralph's Cross. And later this morning we'll be driving right by Ralph's Cross, so I'll then tell you the story behind it and how it became the national park emblem. And I'll go by as safely and steadily as I can for your all-together view, but the council here, they've not been cutting the grass recently, so it is a bit obscured, but just after these red and white bollards you will see the stone wall, and this is now the entrance sign to the national park. Ahead of us where the red telephone box is, just before it on your right hand side, this is where we have the local church, which is open to the public and free of course, and that's very pleasant inside. Just here now on your right hand side. And then along your right we have these tea rooms if you want to get a homemade cake, tea or a coffee. And then at the top end on your left hand side we have ourselves the old schoolhouse here. There has not been a need for a school